Hello everyone and welcome back to Beef Reacts. Today we are going to be watching RWBY Volume 9, Chapters 4, 5, and 6. And from what I've heard through the grapevine being Discord and everything, because apparently I'm supposed to hop in the VC after every single one of these because it's a doozy. We're going through doozy after doozy. First episode is 18 minutes. I had to look at my screen there. I apologize. 18 minutes of content at least. Now here is the dilemma. I don't really know anything about this volume. I know thumbnail spoilers. I've avoided Twitter life. I've lived in a shell for the most part. Here's the thing. Here's the scary part. Let me pull my mic closer so that way you know that I'm being serious. We're getting awfully close to being caught up, to picking our next series, to doing all that stuff. And I think the Star Wars thing dropped yesterday. There's a lot we can do. It's just a matter of what do we want to do first. And I say we because it's really not up to me. I'm just here to watch television or movies, talk about life, talk about what ideas it brings up, talk about the writing, the editing, doing my whole spiel that some of you like, some of you hate, is what it is. The important part is not that my spiel is done. The important part is that we stick together through this. So our next series, or our series after that, or anything of the sorts, I'm leaving that up to you. And I probably have said it, and I'm going to keep saying it because this is important. We need to know what we're doing next so we can keep moving forward. Yes, I did that on purpose. We got to keep moving forward after RWBY drops. I will be getting a month ahead with the next series that we end up watching. That being said, if the RWBY Volume 10 trailer drops, if something happens that's important involving this show, no, I will record it the day of and release it day of. Or within a 24 hours. I shouldn't tell myself day of, because what if I'm, getting surgery or something? You never know what could happen. But, yeah. So, I'm going to jump into this Rooster Teeth vibe. And, we're drinking water again today. Not coffee this time. And the one thing I will say that I've noticed, this intro is definitely one of the more thematic and story related. So you have Jean crying, Neo in this weird sullen look, Yang ready to fight, all three of the RWBY girls ready to fight, RWBY, and RWBY is the only one with her eyes actually closed here, like she's shutting everyone else out. And then they land. Music is baller as hell. You know what? I'm going to say it. Those leaves. It's not nice. That's not nice what you did to me. And now there's something going on inside the R, which means we're going into that door. Girls walking towards the screen. And she's the only one going further away. I guess that's Alex. They're running and she's walking. I have just noticed that. And they progressively are getting faster. So let's see it. So they start walking. They're getting further ahead of her and she's lagging. Jog. Now they're just sprinting and she's not moving. Jean is just vibing, I guess. Neo's Rose's tea party. The fallen leaf, and Neo's making the exact same pose as Alex here. There's something going on that I don't really know about, but I will tell you the biggest signifier to me right now is that RWBY is going to be going through it this entire season. And Crescent Rose washed up with Alex. Wild. What if that's the dagger?
Excuse me. You're excused. Hello, cat. Curious cat? Which one do you go by?
Oh, I don't go by. That belongs to the days and the years. But if you are asking me what I am, I do suppose I am indeed a cat. Most curious.
Of course. Look, my friends and I really need to get to that giant tree, and so far nothing we've tried has gotten us any further. It looks to me like we're even farther.
Yeah, I think that's because we're 6 inches tall.
It could be both.
I feel like Weiss is just picking up the slack of the humor, because at this point, Weiss is funnier than Yang. Also, interesting how Yang and Blake are on the same side and Weiss is opposite. Well, I'm surprised. I would guess that there is actual good reasoning for it. Just interesting framing of them on the shoulders.
Any further. It looks to
Are
me
they canoodling over there?
Yeah, I think that's because we're 6 inches tall.
It could be both.
The tree.
I guess the mouse is with Weiss.
Tree. Of course. That is most definitely impossible. You do not go to the tree goes to you, unless, of course, you're me. You see.
No.
Not even a little bit.
Well, that's your problem. It's a matter of perspective, I'm afraid.
But couldn't you take us then? You've been there before.
So why would I ever want to go back? Yes, I'm glad we understand one another. No sense in seeing a sight seen.
Please. You helped Alex when she was...
Alex? How do you know her? Are you friends of hers? Lifelong nemesis? Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, tell me.
Well, we don't know her personally. Just, she wrote a book about her entire adventure in the ever after.
A book? Is it well liked?
It's kind of a childhood favorite of everyone's, where we're from.
Yes! Oh, please, I simply must know more. What did she write about? How was I portrayed? And do I smell a mouse?
From one cat to another, could you give us a minute, please?
Oh, so they're spoken for. Well, please hurry. I have so many questions.
Are we sure they're not called the constantly annoying cat?
Got 'em. Totally roasted.
Thank you.
Guys,
That is a what was that? A Boom Roasted reference from like 2016 or 2017 when The Office got popular again, and it's still popular, but it got off Netflix, so like, yeah, there was no reason to really have Netflix, but like, yeah, if you know, you know. Did they really put a Boom Roasted? It's like I want to mock it, I shouldn't mock it, I won't mock it, but like, no, I want to.
Are we sure they're not called the constantly annoying cat?
got 'em. Totally roasted.
Thank you.
Guys, the curious cat was described as an ally with an appetite for information. Just because they don't want to go back to the tree doesn't mean we can't lure them there.
Okay. Yeah, we just need to keep their attention along the way. That shouldn't be too hard. We know all sorts of...
The cat's gone.
No! No, no, no! Oh, wait up! Didn't you have questions for us? We'd be happy to answer them.
I sense a butt approaching.
No, I mean, we do still need to go to the tree, but that'll take ages, right? Plenty of time to tell you all the stuff from our world. Look, ever seen a scroll before? Ooh.
Luminous rectangle. Ooh. What does this button do? Why is it painting tiny flat versions of me? Is that what I look like smiling?
Hook,
So many
line,
more
and
questions.
sinker.
How exciting. So, the old man and the boy share a body now? Ooh, that's got some uncomfortable implications. Who thought that was a helpful way to reincarnate? The same people who put a city in the sky? Ooh, speaking of Atlas, did that CL girl from the Vital Festival ever come back in a notable way? There's just so many characters to keep track of. Wait,
CL?
what was my original question?
Blake, it's your turn. You asked about the origins of Remnant.
That's right. Woo, those two.
You know, listen, you could hate on the Curious Cat, but, like, this is basically telling a new fan anything about this show ever. And then, like, just being like, you have to watch all 9 seasons. Please, for the love of God, just watch all 9 seasons. Something tells me he's about to ask a question about... The Curious Cat's about to ask a question about, like, Pyrrha, Penny, somebody who died. And then it's just gonna get real depressing for RWBY real quick.
Others. Talk about a god complex, am I right? All in all, a rather entertaining summary. Though I felt some of the character voices were a bit uninspired. Looking at you, wise huntress.
Again, it's wise. Just wise.
Apologies. To your credit, you lot certainly know more about the beginnings of Remnant than Alex did. That girl could barely see past her own nose.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, you know. Just hilariously concerned with trivial things.
Yeah, but she learned her lesson in the end, right?
I'd certainly say so. Oh, would you look at that? The edge of the garden's acre.
Oh, they're getting closer to the tree. Oh. Keep those damn leaves away from me. Keep those damn leaves away from me. I will not see Pyrrha down here. I will not see a reference to Pyrrha down here, because if I do, there will be a problem for everyone involved, especially you, because I don't want to cry on camera again. I refuse to do it. I'm gonna do it, probably.
This entire world is put together like a bunch of mixed up puzzle pieces. How does anyone make sense of this?
Each acre is made specifically for its inhabitants and their roles. Is it not like that on Remnant?
No?
How
Kind of.
strange. It never even occurred to me to ask that before.
I have a question I'd like to ask. How much longer before we're back to regular size?
Not long at all. The garden is just down this path and is sure to have all the ingredients we need for a lovely Grogurt parfait.
Grogurt?
Just no talking to anyone without me. If you're not careful.
We might get our heads cut off.
That is how we met, isn't it? Ooh, you Remnant folk are such troublemakers.
Well, I'm sure we'll cause a lot less trouble once we're back to normal.
Bah, I don't see what all the fuss is about. Some of my best friends are 6 inches tall.
This shot right here, this shot sequence of using the tree as the foreground is bringing everything in.
Well, I'm sure we'll cause a lot less trouble once we're back to normal.
Like, it's pretty, and
I don't see
then,
what all the fuss is about. Some of my best friends are 6 inches tall.
like, that's a gorgeous shot.
I'd be more worried about... Who was that scary sorceress you mentioned?
Salim Abdul-Jabbar?
To end the world again? How are you even supposed to stop her now that Atlas is gone?
Hey, look at that! He asked the question that no one wanted to answer.
Alex, does she need to end the world again? How are you even supposed to stop her now that Atlas is gone?
We don't know.
Hey, Rubes, maybe we shouldn't worry about home right now. We've got enough problems to...
The cat! What? Oh, no, I wasn't paying attention. Where did they go now?
Oh, they saw a bug.
And you didn't say anything?
It was a very interesting bug.
Of all the characters from the book, why did it have to be the cat? Why couldn't we have gotten help from the lively carpenter or the rusted knight? One was sweet, one was handsome, and neither of them had the attention span of a goldfish.
You know, I bet you could find a goldfish in one of these ponds.
Hey, do you hear that?
We better see that caterpillar that's nightmare fuel.
This the garden?
Dude, if
It certainly...
Guillermo del Toro did an Alice in Wonderland movie, I would lose my mind. That would be the most terrifyingly beautiful movie I've ever seen, and like I would love to see it. It'd probably be a top 10 film. It really would, and it's like kind of insane that he hasn't been given that property to do something with. Like, just based on how he did Pinocchio.
Is this the garden?
It certainly looks like a garden. But where's that humming coming from?
Probably a creature. Probably a bug. Hey, look, leaves.
What are you?
Oh, God.
I am getting really tired of that question.
What question?
What are you?
Oh, that question. Isn't it obvious?
The writing in this volume is so tight, and like it's humorous, it's well done, it's very emotional. Like it's like they are really on top of their game this season, and like you can tell that the 2 years off has not deterred them from working on the story at all. Like it hits so well.
I am an herbalist. The herbalist. At least. Until I'm not anymore.
Oh, good. Well, all questions answered then.
Sorry to bother, but, my friends and I could use some help. See, we're trying to get to that giant tree, but...
Help getting to the tree. Ah, yes. Everyone needs help these days. Everyone.
Okay. What does that even mean? That's weirdly ominous for no reason. That bug's gonna try to eat them.
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
You can make us a Grogurt parfait, right?
I must say, you all seem a bit, hesitant. What did you say you were again?
We're huntresses.
And what exactly does a huntress do?
Fight monsters, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't understand why this matters.
I don't understand how you don't understand. I am an herbalist. I make medicines and remedies to help others on their journeys. It is what I am. So, do you know what a huntress is, or do you guess?
Huntresses are heroes. We protect those who can't protect themselves.
Thank you. Now, would you say...
That's not what huntresses do. And hunters, I mean, that's part of it, but like I think Oobleck explained it pretty well in volume 2, and that's not what Oobleck said. Like the point is to help others, but I feel like it's expanded past that. Now, this is me being nitpicky, but like I'm just saying. Like it really is just me being nitpicky, and I understand that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm like, I mean, like, yeah, it's what huntresses do, but it's not what huntresses do. You know what I mean? Like they do more stuff. And it's like, it'd be interesting to see this be a callback to that volume to question of going to the outskirts and like being asked it and like seeing the change and reflection of them to be more in line with what RWBY originally thought. And now we're seeing that RWBY doesn't even know what the hell a huntress is supposed to do, which is showing the difference of each character progressing, but RWBY's character regressing. It'd actually be a really interesting way of like showcasing the depression, showcasing this fear and loss of hope that we never thought that she would have, honestly. So like, if that's the route that they're going, I am okay. Okay, there we go. We're back in frame, baby. I'm all for it. It's just a matter of like the way that they do it and the way that they decide to do it.
Huntresses are heroes. We protect those who can't protect themselves.
Thank you. Now, would you say that you're good huntresses?
Look, can you help us or not?
I am trying. But you are making this far more complicated than it needs to be. We all have our titles, our roles to play. But in order to help you become whatever it is you need to become, you should really have a better understanding of what you are now.
Okay. How do we open mushroom?
I know it might be a pause too soon, but like genuinely great advice. Best way to know what you want to become, or best to know what you are now, is to first be honest. And that's the hard part for most people. Most people don't know how to be honest. They're typically liars, myself included. Secondly, it's to work backwards and work from a 10,000, like have a bird's eye view from like 10,000 feet up of whatever the goal is. If your goal is to do X, well, extrapolate on X from 10,000 feet up to see what all the necessary steps are and work backwards. Be like, okay, and see what step you're at and be like, what are my options and what are my paths to the next step until you get to whatever it is that you're looking to do, or B or C. It's up to you. It's a very good way to help your goal, but knowing what you are now is the hard part, because if you know what you are now, you have to actually examine what skills, what personality traits, what ideas you are currently lacking that are stopping you from achieving the goal. And if the answer is nothing, well, then the answer is laziness. Technically. But that's just, that's a whole thing.
You should really have a better understanding of what
Who's the
you
voice
are
actor for this
now.
person?
Okay. How do we open mushroom door?
This is how a king winds up a prince. Follow me. My work is never done.
Oh, not him smoking that good kush. I mean hookah. He's smoking hookah and water vapor. Like you should too. Oh, that's a nice drag.
Please, take a seat.
Actually, I think maybe we should be going. Right, Ruby?
This won't take long. Just answer the questions. What are you?
Are they tripping balls right now? Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope their aura was up because they just broke. I think one of them bent the wrong way. Yeah, I think Yang's spine just got busted there.
Are you sure you know? You have to be sure of what you are and of what you're going to be.
Blake! Ruby! What? You don't have to go forward, you know? You could go back. Back to before. What? What are you talking about? It's simple, really. You could just be human. Or just a cat, if you wanted. Really, it's up to you. Why would I do that? Like I said, it's simple. Much simpler than trying to be a bridge between humans and faunus. Why struggle with that responsibility?
The Schnee name. Why bother anymore? What does it even stand for now? Instead, you could be a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single bit of baggage upon your shoulders. Isn't that what you want?
It's crazy how all it is that this is their doubt talking to themselves and forcing them to just be like, just this writing, man. It's just so damn good. Like, it's not even just it's so damn good because it's so damn good. It's so damn good because it's to properly extrapolate. What we're getting right now is we're getting this inversion of everything that they have been fighting for 9 seasons. Well, technically 7-ish, because we were given what their motivations were in season 2, and those motivations have changed, but ultimately motivations within characters and within yourself do not change that much. You can sit there and say that they do. You could say you're a different person. If you go back down to what your core is, it's really hard to become a different person. It takes active willing and daily commitment to changing yourself, which most people do not have the discipline to do, myself included. So, we're looking at this writing style, and we're looking at what they're asking for. It's like, yeah, it's a lot simpler to just be a human, or just be a cat. It's a lot simpler to just go, to pretend and go back to before when you had both arms. It's easier to just be a nobody, but you're not. Like, this would be them shirking all responsibility. And something tells me that RWBY is going to take whatever this offer is because she's having a lapse of hope and a lapse of judgment. Oh, this is going to break me.
Instead, you could be a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single bit of baggage upon your shoulders. Isn't that what you want?
No.
To be free?
To be something simpler?
To be whole again? No. My losses, my failures, those more than anything are what have shaped me into who I am. Showed me how I need to grow. If there's something I'm missing, it's not because I've lost it. It's because I haven't found it yet. And the only way to do that is to keep going.
A simple life wouldn't be my life. My family, my friends, my culture. I belong to them just as much as they belong to me. To give that all away wouldn't be simplicity. It would be betrayal.
I don't know who you think you are, but let me tell you who I am. I am the granddaughter of a hero and the child of a villain. I am a citizen of a fallen kingdom and an heir to nothing. I will not be defined by my name because I will be the one to define it. I am Schnee, and I am a huntress.
I am a huntress.
I am a huntress.
Yeah, this was coming. Also, perfectly reestablishing what their character is, and it's called a Grogurt parfait, so of course it needs to measure the amount of growth that they've got through character development. Son of a bitch. Son of a fucking bitch, dude. It would take me so long to come up with a concept this on the nose, this in your face, because it plays off the Alice in Wonderland so well, but it also is this measure of what their growth is. Fajita, dude. Like come on now. Come on now. Like that is not even just damn good writing. That's the definition of good writing. Like, I don't understand how people can come out and hate on this. Like, how do you hate this? Like, it is, when they are on, like, don't get me wrong, there are lapses. This is a 9-season show. Writing 1 season of good television is very difficult. Now multiply that by 9. Multiply that by 2, and you think about how many shows you've watched that have a great first season and then a dog spit second season. Well, this is something where we're at 9 seasons and consistently, yeah, some things don't hit as hard as other things. Some things get rushed. Some things get pulled. But like this, when this show hits, it hits like a fucking heavyweight. Like, it gives you the knockout punch. Like, yes. Yes, so much yes to all of this.
Because I will be the one to define it. I am Weishni, and I am a huntress.
I am a huntress.
I am a huntress.
So, are you a huntress? Like the ones you read about in books? I don't know. They always saved the day, didn't they? Always knew what to do. Always won in the end. But life isn't like a fairy tale. That's right. It's up to you to make things better, isn't it? Everything all depends on you. Your sister needs you. Your friends need you. The whole world needs you to keep fighting forever and ever against an invincible monster that took your mother. Mom was the best, but even she failed. And that doesn't seem fair. None of this seems fair. What am I supposed to do?
This shot right here is gorgeous. I would pay money to see the storyboarding of just this episode alone, because it is so surreal. It's forcing this inner battle. Like, oh my god.
You can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want. You don't even have to be Ruby Rose. So, what are you gonna be?
Get away from her!
Oh my, that's a bit much.
Oh, Herb, look at yourself. You're done. You're supposed to be helping others find their way, but you've lost your own. Please, let me help. And take a little bit of my heart. You'll feel much better.
I do apologize. I always was a bit of a workaholic. Huntress,
Same.
was it? Peculiar things.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, I found the cat.
What the hell just happened? Dustin Matthews did a great job. A very small list of actors and actresses. Herbalist is Christopher Guerrero. How do I know that name? Do I know that name? I probably don't know that name. Why is it Tiny Weishni? Do they have different voice actors? That doesn't make sense. Or are they just doing that to be goofy? Tim Reed, keep killing it. Zane Rutledge, killing it as always. Jamie Battle, what a dope name. But, alright, so that was chapter 4. Very trippy. I'll be back in less than a second for chapter 5. See you then. Okay, and we are back with chapter 5. Something tells me that we're about to be boiling up to something. There's going to be a lot of tension in Team RWBY right now, because we had 3 characters revitalize and get their faith and keep their hope, and you have the most hopeful character, the leader of the bunch, just quite literally not able to do it. Which is a very, honestly, props to the writing team for doing it this way. Oh, she's running. Why is she running?
I'm so glad the 4 of you are still the 4 of you. Not always the case in the ever after.
You're the one who ditched us in the first place. Which, by the way, was how we ended up in that mushroom house to begin with. You know, where that delirious caterpillar guy tried to drug us and then was swallowed up by a freaking hole in the ground?
Yes. Alex had a similar reaction the first time she saw someone return to the ever after. But it's not how it seems. Well, I suppose it is. But not the way you think. If you think like Alex. Which it seems like you do.
What? Let's hear that one more time because what?
Yes, Alex had a similar reaction the first time she saw someone return to the ever after. But it's not how it seems. Well, I suppose it is. But not the way you think. If you think like Alex. Which it seems like you do.
Okay, it's not what you think unless you think like Alex, which it seems you do.
Aha.
Okay, that makes sense.
We're here.
Where is here? Oh my god, that transition. That's the same transition that they did in Volume 1, technically. Like, in the way that they, like, did it with the, shadow person when we got to Ruby Chibi. And, like,
We're here.
that's actually gorgeous. That's so stunning. When does the next one come in? So we get the next scene, Ruby walking. Oh my goodness, that is so smart. So freaking smart the way that they did that.
Better run.
So, Cat, going to explain to us how a giant caterpillar disappearing into a hole isn't how it seems?
When we break or wear out or simply finish what we were made to do, we're called back. But Herb, his heart was too weak to listen. So I gave him a little bit of mine.
Is he dead?
You can give him your
No.
heart?
Well, maybe a little bit. But not at all.
Ugh, which is it?
Now that Herb's properly returned, he'll be fixed up nice and made into the Herb he wanted to be when he was still Herb. Then he'll come back and find his purpose. Could be the same as before.
Oh my goodness, this entire chapter is going to be Ruby refinding and reestablishing her purpose. And oh my goodness, you're really going to do that? Yeah, I'm with it. I'm very much with it, actually. But, like, damn, that's
When
smart.
Herb comes back, will he remember anything?
What would be the point of that? Just like Alex, you lot. I know, where you're from, things die. But we're just not like you at all. We ascend. Herb will have a purpose again.
That's impossible. Things have to die someday. Right?
Goodness, no. Though I suppose there is a creature. No. That's not the sort of thing you talk about in polite company.
Well, that sounds like the Jabberwock or whatever the hell it's called.
So, what happened to Herb? Is that what happened to the king?
Come on, try our mud cookies. They're delicious.
It was all very sad. The
Mud
Red King
cookies.
couldn't cope when he lost to Alex. A crying mess. Thankfully, he was called back and fixed up. And now he's the prince you met.
Fixed up. The prince was worse.
The prince isn't supposed to be nice. He's meant to play the game and win. No matter what.
So, that's why he cheats when the Red King didn't. But that still doesn't explain why the Red Prince was so much meaner.
While the prince may not remember Alex's deception after ascending, the heart very rarely forgets.
But there was nothing about ascension in the story.
Of course not! Exposition is terribly boring. Even this conversation was, on the whole, rather tedious.
That's a fourth wall break if I've ever seen one, and I am into it. I am so into that. Okay, so if it's... So these characters, they're serving their purpose, they're being reborn, and the way that Alex treated them, at least for this sequel to this fairy tale, the sequel to the fairy tale now is allowing them to see the heart in a new way, keeping the impression of what was done and changing these oh my goodness.
I wonder what else Alex left out.
Well, to make a grow good parfait, one needs a bushel of grumpy ivy, one good-sized spicy potato, the lint off a griffin's sweater. Ethel's dragons and more should have that, which is right next to...
I'll never remember all of that.
I can procure those. But there's another ingredient we must have that's only available on the 3rd level. Some nose hair from a leprechaun.
Ooh.
What if you retrieve that while I go get the rest?
Sure, I guess so.
Wonderful. Look for the teapot lady. She'll have it. Now off you go.
Guess I'd better go with the cat so they don't get distracted by a shiny doorknob and never come back.
I'll go with you.
Get me as far away as possible from any nose hairs, please.
I'll go with you, Ruby.
Nice try, kitty.
But we're coming along.
Ruby and Squeakers being vibey. Thieves! The cheese! You're gonna be sleeping in less than a second. Yep. Oh my goodness. I gotta just, I need to just take them. I keep talking about it, but the direction, the way that they're actually storyboarding this is so beautiful. Like, it's so surreal. It's like the camera angles they're choosing, the way that they're actually deciding to make these decisions, and like the writing, the direction, everything is coming together so damn well. The voice acting and just the sum of the parts is coming together to create a beautiful piece of art, and that is what I'm loving about this season so far. Like, this is going to be probably my favorite season if it continues with this quality, for as long as it's going to be continuing with this quality, because I'm just so happy about it. And like, we get to see all of this stuff go down, and we're watching our main character, our piece of hope, our beacon of hope, lose it and now have to regain it. Like, that is a genuinely awesome story arc for this season. How could I be a villain? Like, I just can't hate on this. And it's like, maybe I was like, oh, I could be a villain, I could have a villain arc. I can't. I really can't. Because it's like, it's so beautiful. And like, I'm growing this appreciation and love, and like, damn. And now that sadness is just following Ruby.
Does that one interest you?
Who's this?
I thought this was lost forever. How do you have it?
Nothing. No one is ever truly lost. And what of you? Are you lost?
No, I just... My friends went somewhere else.
You're doing this all alone?
That is terrifying.
Ruby, I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Are you her guide, little one?
My name's Squeakers.
Ruby is my friend, and I want to help her get home. Even though I don't know where that is or how to get there. can handle it.
That's a lie. And as someone who has said that lie a lot of times in his life, you can't. Well, you can, because you just have to. And it's like it's actually a very interesting conundrum of there's a lot of burdens in life that you just have to carry, and like talking about it is kind of pointless. And like I say this while I am in therapy, but like ultimately speaking, like there are just some burdens that you can have conversations about, you could talk about, and you could be like, oh, like I'm dealing with this, I'm going through this, but like there's no burden that is too great for you, because at the end of the day, burdens that are too great for you are you're not going to take on. You may think you're going to take on, but the indomitable human spirit will literally just prevail. And like if you fail, you're going to fail upward. And cuz progress is like that, you know? It trends upwards. Most things don't trend downwards unless like they're supposed to, and like every failure is a learning experience and yada 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 yada. But like it's interesting to hear. It's like I'm fine, I can handle it. It's like, well, clearly you're having a hard time handling it and coping with it. And the worst thing you can do is that if you have a burden you can't handle, be honest that you can't handle it, or say, I don't know how I'm going to deal with it, but I'm going to have to. Because then you'll just figure it out, and you'll just kind of, your brain will just block out all the BS about it, and you'll just do it. And that just works sometimes. Don't listen to me. I'm not a motivational person, so like, don't listen to me. This is just how I deal and cope with things.
You seem to be carrying a rather large burden with you.
I'm fine. I can handle it.
Cap.
If you change your mind, you may choose any one of these you like, and set your burden down.
That doesn't seem very smart.
I already have a weapon. I did.
And yet, here you are, searching for something else that you do not even know.
This doesn't seem like a good idea.
Ruby, who are you talking to?
Who was that?
To retrieve the nose hair?
Come on, try our mud cookies. They're delicious. You don't want to miss them.
Well, no, not just yet. But
Ruby, come on. We got everything else.
I'm sorry.
Is that the teapot lady?
Best mud cookies you've ever had.
Welcome to Berries and Things. How can I help you?
Looking for nose hairs? No, not the ogre ones.
Woohoo! A festival!
Jabberwocker! It's a Jabberwocker!
No.
Not.
Wait, please! We need those leprechaun nose hairs!
No time!
Here, I'll give you this. It carries a mother's promise.
Take it!
This is exceedingly bad.
Wait, what's a Jabberwocker?
It's a truly terrible creature. If the Jabberwocker eats one of us, we do not ascend.
How do we make the parfait thing?
Toss everything in here. But be careful. Eat too much and we'll have to shrink you back again. And that's a completely different potion.
It wasn't enough.
Oh, that thing? Did they just make it big?
No!
Jesus Christos, adios mío.
Run!
What's he doing here?
I gave him something new to do for the moment. Now go. Your friends need to get big again, or we're Jabberwocker dinner.
Just keep running. Jesus. Let it be Sean! Let it be Sean!
It's the rusted knight. Get the parfait! Finally.
I think I'm like 4 inches taller. If I was Weiss, I'd just take an extra bite. You know what I mean? Just grow a couple more inches, just a tiny bit. And if I was there, I'd take an extra bite and grow a couple more inches. You know what I mean? Like you just, I mean, like proportionally, I'd have to get bigger. Oh God, no wonder I'm demonetized. Anyway, let's keep going.
Ruby, follow me.
Why did the weapons get bigger? Cut its tail off! With it. Do we grab whatever the hell?
Huh?
What? There's only supposed to be one.
Wait, Neo can copy other people's stuff now? Jesus Christ. And the Rusted Knight's about to die.
Run! This way!
Ruby, come on!
Go! We'll hold them off.
That reminds me of somebody awesome. I'd get my pendant back at least.
I am so tired of leaving places in ashes.
I've seen that shield before.
I can't believe it. The Rusted Knight. In person.
You did good, Juniper.
Juniper?
Believe it. The Rusted Knight. In person.
You did good, Juniper. Team Ruby. You finally made it.
No! Don't make Jean old! Are you fucking kidding me? No! Paula Ducani, awesome direction. Like, genuinely amazing. But, like, are you kidding me? He's an old man now? That's so freaking stupid and annoying, and it's unfair, and I'm so upset. I am so upset right now. Does that mean that we're not going to get Jean outside of this? Is he no longer going to be the leader of his own team? That's so unfair. I'm so annoyed and frustrated currently. Like, actually. Like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This broke me. I'll be back in a second. Alright, here we are with the last episode for this video, and I'm just gonna be honest, not happy about Jean. I'm actually really upset. I don't like that they seem to have aged up his character. I'm not happy about it at all. Like, it just, I feel like this character just cannot not catch an L. Like, imagine being the last one to fall into this world and then looking for your friends probably for years just to find them the exact same age as when they fell, and now you're just here taking this L. Like, it just sucks. Like, I just wouldn't. I simply would be so livid about this. Man just lost all that time? Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't he also be going back? If he was going back in time, why wouldn't his actions also bring him 20 years back? Because he wasn't there. So fundamentally, like, no! No! I don't want John down here for 20 years by himself. That's so unfair.
I thought maybe I'd never see you again. But I knew if I waited long enough, that you would fall. Just like I did. It's really you, right? When I saw you in the market,
John, it's us.
So unfair.
How did you find us?
How are you the rusted knight?
And when did you get so
Mature.
Character development?
What happened in Atlas?
For those of you who don't know, character development is my Weiss and Jean ship name, and, like, listen, I want character development to happen, because Lord knows I love good character development.
After the rest of us fell.
guess we've all got a lot of catching up to do.
Dude, does he mention, so I slit Penny's throat.
She's got 2 relics now?
And with Cinder, the ability to get another.
She doesn't know where the beacon relic is.
Well, there's that to be thankful for, at least.
We lost Atlas and the relic.
But we got everyone out safely. Jean said so.
We risked their home to save the relic, and we failed.
Getting everyone out has to count for something.
What good is saving anybody if Salem just destroys the world anyway?
That's how Ironwood thought. You don't mean that.
Are you done? We need to move before the weather turns, or it's going to take us a lot longer to get to safety.
Oh, damn, he's like an adult now. Like, that's... Oh my goodness, he actually gets to be an adult. Does he have a different voice actor? Is this them being like, we
Done. We need to move before the weather turns, or it's going to take us a lot longer to get to safety. There will be plenty of time to lick your wounds later. Come on.
Wow. Adult Jean has become a badass and an a-hole.
Where are we going again?
My village. I still can't believe you made it all the way from the Crimson Keep on your own.
Not on our own. We had help. Oh. I hope the cat is okay.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
What cat?
That cat!
Oh, whew, I found you. Why is it you always find the thing you're looking for in the very last place you look? Sean! Oh my! It has been an indeterminate amount of time, hasn't it? So, how have you been?
Wait, you two know each other? Well, they'd have to. From the story.
Oh, John. I think there's a misunderstanding. The cat can get us all out of here.
We don't have time for this. We've got to get to my village. Don't worry. We don't need a guide.
But your friends wanted to go to the tree.
That's where you're letting them take you?
Well, yeah. That's how Alex got out. Right?
You didn't tell them anything.
No, that's simply not true. I told them plenty of things. A few anythings and lots of somethings.
Can somebody please make sense?
That tree is death. It absorbs you, takes your memories, and turns you into something else. If you go there, it's going to erase you. They call it ascension here. That's really what it is.
Wait, the tree is what causes ascension?
That's what got the herbalist. The roots of the tree.
Pretty curious that you neglected to mention that.
Oh, excellent penmanship. But you are not from here. It won't do that to you guys.
Oh, yeah? Then what happened to Lewis?
Who?
Alex's brother.
That can't be right.
She had a brother? Why didn't you mention him?
Well, you never asked, silly. It was always Alex this and Alex that.
We've been following this story the whole time, and it's not even true?
I feel so bad because it's like I'm not doing much commentary here, but like it's so enthralling, and like knowing what's going on, just it is just so insane and enthralling to me.
Let's go. I've got a plan.
A lot of good that's done you after, what? How many years?
Can everyone please stop? This is a lot to take in.
Huh. Looks like we're stuck at a crossroads then.
No!
What the hell just happened?
Damn it. Welcome to a punderstorm. A weather pattern that creates a physical manifestation of a mental or emotional problem. So, we appear to be at a metaphorical and literal crossroads.
How perfectly, stupidly ever after it. This place really is the pits.
The only way out is to resolve the problem or wait until the storm passes. Let's just get moving.
Okay, I asked for that. Where's Yang? And Blake?
Must have had something bigger to work out.
Blake! Yay! What do we do? We need to get to that platform.
But how do we take the next step?
You know what? I'm happier that it was done this way. I really thought this was gonna... I knew there was gonna be a scene with Bumblebee. I didn't know what it was gonna be. I honestly thought it was gonna be like after Jean tells them that he has spent the last 20 or 10 plus years here. waiting because I was like, I would be actually livid. I was on Discord. I was like, I'd be actually livid if they decided to have their moment after Jean just laid down like, yeah, I've been stuck in literal hell for 10 plus years, but go off, have your relationship moment. So I'm happy that this is the way that they decided to do this, because you know what? It's at this point it's been earned. Take the next step, like, fuck off. Respect, but like, fuck off with the wording of that.
You know this would go quicker if you make up your minds.
I just don't get how the story is both real and not.
Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful reflection.
Just not the way Alex said when she wrote it.
So,
Ooh, that music is so
she just
cool.
lied?
You have no idea. I waited for you to fall. For years. But somebody else showed up first. It was Alex.
That doesn't make
Her
sense.
brother, Lewis. 2 siblings from Remnant. I told them I was from there too. I was waiting for my friends. Once I started helping them, it didn't take long for me to figure out I was in her story. I was the rusted knight. But things weren't always the same as the book. Like Alex. She wasn't just a little petulant or inconsiderate. She was selfish. Cruel. Like this whole world was simply make-believe and the rules didn't apply to her. Lewis was the kind one. The clever one. We went places she didn't mention in the story. Like the Herbalist. Something changed there. Whatever he said to her, she wasn't the same after that. She lost all trust in us. Started accusing us of things. The more I tried to get the story back on track, the more she distrusted me. Was it my fault? Did I change the story? I couldn't even be the make-believe hero.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely love this art style and like the way that he's telling the story. This adult Jean, I'm with it a lot more than I thought I was gonna be. Like actually so with it to a level that you could not even imagine. And it's like, it's bad because it's like, this is such a watch along, but like, I have nothing to pause and talk about. Like, I have nothing to pause and be like, damn, I want to extrapolate and talk about this. But this art direction, this style, this storytelling, it's so compelling and enthralling that like, you just want to see what the hell's going to happen next.
Was it my fault? Did I change the story? I couldn't even be the make-believe hero. I didn't have time to make it right. The rusted knight drank the poison in her stead. She said she wouldn't let anyone get in the way of her leaving. That she'd do whatever it takes. And then she was gone. So, not exactly my fault.
Wait, why are the curious cat's eyes there?
That she'd do whatever it takes. And then she was gone.
Why is the cat there? Because did the cat tell her?
So, not exactly my favorite story anymore.
I'm so sorry. Wait, why don't you trust the cat then?
The cat's role in the Ever After. I figured it out later when the cat came back for me once Alex left. When people lose their way here, the cat convinces them somehow. Either to keep performing their role or to go to the tree and get a new one. The cat calls it healing, but it's manipulation. The cat was never helping Alex or you. Their purpose here is to feed the tree, to keep the cycle going.
How can you be sure?
Because the cat took Alex and Lewis there. Only one of them made it back to our world.
You alright? I'll feel a lot better when we're together on that platform.
you'll figure it out, though. You're good at that.
You think so?
Well, yeah. You've got a really good brain. Okay, that did something. I talked about you, so... you have cat ears! I think your cat ears are cute. Nailed it! Even though I don't know what it is yet.
Cute.
Maybe it's saying things we never said to each other.
Here it is. Oh, it's coming.
I think you're an extraordinary person. You're always the first to lighten a situation. You act bravely when you're afraid. You do what you say. Try to keep up.
I like that you've never been intimidated by me. Even when you didn't like me all that much.
I was a little wary of people in general.
But you never gave up on them, even when they hurt you. You never give up. You know what matters to you. Let's make this quicker. Any big truths we haven't dropped on each other yet?
Did you just think of something that didn't say it?
That can't be what this is about. It's like a cliff. And if I do it, I'm just going to fall.
I really enjoyed killing that guy with you. It was kind of hot. It just gets the open road. I know they're going to say I love you by the end of this. I know they're going to kiss, and I'm honestly all for it at this point. It's one of those things where I feel like I've gotten this reputation as someone who hates Bumblebee, but it's like, I never hated it. I just wish it was done differently. Like, that'd be like, that. It's honestly like saying like, damn, I love this cake recipe. I really wish that you didn't throw in, I don't know, olive icing or something, or like cheese icing. Like, I just don't like that. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I never thought that this was a bad ship. I never thought it was impossible to do. I just genuinely wish there was more small moments between the characters. There just aren't. And like, that kind of stinks, because like, what makes the relationship are the small moments. And this volume, we've been getting so many beautiful small moments that this finally at least feels somewhat earned. Where like before that, it was just these big, like this right here, this is a grand gesture, when it's like, this could have just been a small conversation. Why did you have to make it massive and like impactful when it didn't need to be? Like, it could have just been a conversation between these characters. And like, I didn't want this here in front of Jean, because again, imagine losing 20 years of your life. Like, that would just make me so upset to then just see the two people that like come back, and it's like Jean's a better person than I am, because I'd be petty as fuck. I'd be like, come on. Like, I'd just be petty about it. I mean, this sucks.
I think we're already falling. Just say it.
Yeah.
Yang.
Well, why does she have to say it first? You say it first, bitch.
I think I love you.
I love you too.
Give it. Oh, that was so cute and well done. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I should have pogged probably more for that one, but like, that was sweet. It wasn't sweet in the sense of Ren and Nora, where like, those moments where like, this was like sweet and slow and just profound, and yes. All the yeses in the world, like, yes. Like, that was so genuinely sweet.
Oh, how odd. you were in the first place I looked rather than the last.
Jean told us.
Oh, I thought there was more to the story. You're accusing me of something. Same page now.
You're the one who gives afterings to the tree. Why haven't you been telling us the truth?
When afterins get all higgledy-piggledy, I help them return to the ever-after, yes. But you're not afterins. I'm not taking you there to ascend. I'm taking you there because you all have such delightful information for me.
You pretended like you'd never heard of the story when you met us. But Jean had already told you.
I think old Jean's maybe a few sandberries short of a picnic these days, wouldn't you say?
What happened when you took Alex and Louis to the tree?
I don't know. She had told me she'd take me with her through the door to Remnant, but she tricked me. Just like all of you. You only want to use me in the same way I've only seen others as sources for knowledge and entertainment. Well, at least now I know what not to do.
We just want to get home.
Thank you for this lesson, Ruby, Rose, Huntress. I'll be on my way now. Stay with your friend.
What was the crossroad? It'd be so much funnier if that was a different scene, and I can promise you those animators out home that probably ripped this scene have created their own version of it, where they are different models that are less clothed.
Did we miss anything?
Feels like I've been waiting forever for that. Come on.
Respect to Jean for being nice about it. I would be livid. I'd be like, I've been here for 20 years. Wait, just wait till we're gone. Wait till we're home.
Hey, there's something I've been holding on to for you. It was the first thing I saw when I was falling. Years later, when I finally found it, I knew I'd caught back up to the time that my clothes were. Ruby?
Not her eyes dilating like that. Jesus.
Thank you, Sean.
Don't mention it.
Sean, what did happen to Louis?
I think Alex traded him to the tree in order to leave. And then she wrote him out of the story. Good night, everyone.
At least he's honest. At least Jean does not hold no secrets. Like a king. Jean's gonna get traded to that tree for all of them to be safe, isn't he? That's what's gonna happen here. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm so upset about this. It's not fair. It's just not fair that they do this to me, that they treat me with this. Just, I want more. But honestly, respect. We finally got Bumblebee. Now the question is how do we proceed now that we have it? Because I feel like it's going to proceed very well. That's a beautiful piece of concept art. Like, that's actually a gorgeous piece of concept art. I'm so with that, too. Damn. Ooh, my neck. Ooh. Alright, everyone. This has been my reaction to RWBY Volume 9, Chapters 4, 5, and 6. I hope you enjoyed. If you don't mind, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. If you would like to hear more live reactions or something like that, definitely join the Discord. We vote, we do things, we talk, we converse, yada, 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 yada. But thank you so much for watching. I post every day. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.